Daniel in the lion's den. This is yet another story from the Bible that shows the jealousy of men and the amazing love and power of God. And it centres around Daniel. Time has passed, and the kingdom of Babylon has been conquered by the Medes and Persians. King Darius is on the throne. Daniel has continued to have a very important position in the kingdom, and the king is well pleased with him. So much so that the king is planning to make him the head of government over the whole kingdom. As we can imagine, the other ministers are very jealous. Some of them are determined to get rid of him. They look for a way to do this, but they cannot catch him out. He's just too honest and trustworthy. He's not corrupt at all. Suddenly they come up with a devious plan. They know how Daniel is devoted to God and prays daily. So they go to the king and appeal to the king's vanity. They suggest that the king passes a law that no one should pray to anyone or thing other than the king for 30 days. If anyone disobeys, they should be thrown into the den of lions. The king is foolish enough to fall for this trick and agrees. He draws up a law that simply cannot be cancelled in any way. Very quickly, the plotters find Daniel ignoring this foolish and wicked law. He is praying to God in front of an open window in his house. They go straight back to the king to report this. And now the king sees their trick and is devastated. He tries desperately to rescue Daniel, but there is no way he can. Daniel is thrown down the pit into the den of lions. The king is so upset he cannot sleep. As soon as it is dawn, he dashes off to the den. He calls out to Daniel, and amazingly, Daniel lets the king know he is fine. God sent his angel to close the mouths of the lions. Probably they even kept Daniel warm. We can imagine the relief the king feels. He is overjoyed and in awe of Daniel's God. He commands the plotters be thrown into the den. This time the lions attack and kill them. The king announces that everyone must respect and honour the God of Daniel, the true and living God. Once again, we see that God cares very much for his faithful servants. He can perform wonderful miracles on their behalf. Also, we see that Daniel has been able to have a great influence for good in his important position. The king, who didn't know about the true God, has come to see how amazing God is and how loving and caring for all. And this will affect all his people. We also should thank God as we are reminded of this and more. We know just how much he loves the whole world in sending his precious Son. And of course that includes you. Will you receive him today as your God?
For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. John chapter 3 verse 16.